Well, I haven't done this in a while. Loaded up the pack and I'm heading up into the Alpine and we're looking for bears. I got my bow. Little bit of bear sign on the road down here already, which is always a nice thing, so keep that in mind. I mean, the roads are kind of a hot spot, but I'm kind of doing this hunt for aesthetic purposes, and I'm really interested in just going a little bit farther and making more of an adventure out of this weekend, because I haven't done that in a while. Well, when I got here, I kind of got all my stuff together and I ended up taking a few shots. Some at 20 and then some at 30 and some at 40, and I feel good about the bow, so that's nice. real memory foam pillow. This is to change the game. This is to be comfortable while you sleep. Charger. Snacks for tonight. Got the big 48 ounce Nalgene. Just bought it the other day because I've been wanting to get one for a really long time. And I was in getting meals and I was like, it's happening. We are buying the big one. So I got the big old Nalgene. Crocs, gotta have them for the morning and for when you're back and when you want to slip out and go to the washroom, get the Crocs. So rain pants, rain jacket, neoprene socks. They're awesome. It's easy to sweat in them. This is a fire starter kit. I just keep this. It's got some fire starter, some matches, some lighters, some newspaper. This is emergency and repair kit. I got a little med kit in here, and then I've got a compass. I mean, just in case, but based off where we live, you can kind of just go based off the topography. And repair kit for my sleeping pad, so that I can patch it if I get a hole in it, obviously. Kill kit, 3 game bags, a knife with replaceable blades, just a razor edge, and some latex gloves, just in case, just to keep your hands out of it. If you want to keep yourself clean like that, just do a full pack dump now. Sill tarp. I constantly use this. This is just an Amazon sill tarp, just a cheap Chinese one, but it does the job and has for a while. Had it for, this is probably my 4th year with that sill tarp. So that's in my main pack. So everything that you saw come out into here was in my main pack. And then I also have this, which is my clothes. I got 2 puffies. I got the vest, and I've got the regular black puffy that I always wear. It's like a nano puff from Patagonia. And then I have another lighter hoodie, and then I've got merino underlayer pants, like thicker ones to keep you warm, and that's specifically for when I sleep at night. And then I got another pair of socks, and then I got 2 pairs of shirts because when I'm midday and it's June like this and I'm huffing up and down these hills, I just blow through a shirt and it sucks. And then obviously food and cook stove, just a cheapo one, a Toaks one, and then like a Toaks little pot with the lid, like kind of like a little frying pan lid. And then I've got a Peaks spoon, which is like the extra long one. I've got my tripod and then my spotter usually. And then in the front of my pack, I've got another knife with this work sharpener. This is what I basically use every time. It's just a little like light knife that I can keep on just pounding through this sharpener and beat up and not really worried about it. And then I've got my Life Straw filter bottle. This is awesome. I'm gonna go fill up in the creek in about 5 minutes because I just realized I'm camped right beside this creek. It's so perfect. It's awesome. Just extra bow stuff. So I've got another stone in here, which I don't need. I could use the works sharpener, but I got another stone. I've got my wax for my strings. I got field points. I got little small game tips, and I've got more broadheads. And then I've also got Allen keys, which I was kind of dumb. I left my main Allen keys in my truck. I shouldn't have done that. I should have brought that with me. This is actually what is usually on my phone scope, but what I have in here are 2 extra water bladders to fill. And yeah, so these I can fill, and then I've got a Sawyer filter in there to also filter the water out. So I got a bunch of ways of getting water here and there. And I always keep this on me, this Gone Boy. It's just a really good saw. I got this from MEC, the Silky Gone Boy 240, and it's just really well made, like you can tell. So I like this. I bring it with me all the time. I just have it in my pack the whole season. Basically everything in the front here I always have in my pack. And then we've got rope. You gotta have rope. I mean, I got rope, and I actually have these little cinch straps that you can get from MEC. Kind of got these ends, and you can cinch them. Yeah, really nice. They work really well. Then obviously on me, I got my rangefinder, I got my binos, and I got my release, and I keep an extra release in my hip pocket, and I also keep a headlamp in my pocket here. I keep a lighter, and then a neck gaiter, bug spray, bug net, because it's spring. And what else we got? I got my Lucky knife, which I always keep around. Another lighter, 2 hand calls for bears. Then on the hip, I also got another, and then I've got this pocket in the front where I keep chargers, and then hydration stuff I keep in this part because you kind of always need it. You always want it. You never know. I've got an extra headlamp in here, and then I've got a little tripod mount for my phone, which I use to film. And I got a tick removal kit. It's got instructions and stuff. I don't know, I'll just follow the instructions when the time comes. And then I've got like different things like Advil, Polysporin, Tylenol, all that sort of stuff. And then I have my InReach, important to have just in case, you never know. And then I got my tags. Home sweet home for the night. Cozy. So basically the plan is to do a big loop and look off the edges of this big, basically plateau. And I'm trying to find greened up spots that may have like a draw, sort of like a little creek running through it, maybe water close by. And then I'm also trying to find if there's any lower spots that are kind of on like a south degree that's below that I can glass towards that are greened up. Up here the feed is not, it's not good enough yet, so you're not really gonna get any bears coming up here to feed. But this is a good spot to set up camp and then peek off the edges, right? Breakfast, mountain berry with granola. This seems to be the primary feed spot right where I'm sitting for all these deer. They keep coming in and like I keep spooking them out of here. It's kind of funny, so I'm just gonna keep her going and get out of the way here a little bit for these deer. I already lost the shock absorber or whatever it's called at the bottom of the bow here. It's kind of annoying. I guess it's something you probably want to just glue in. There's a buck down here. Just glassing him up. Looks not that bad. There's a coyote down here. It's just cruising. Looks hot. There's 2 bears over here. I think it's a sow and a cub. But I'm gonna get in a better position to glass. I'm pretty sure it's just a sow and a cub. It's a big sow. I'm betting on there being other bears in the area, not just them. But yeah, 4 bears. 4 bears. actually looking at right now. What the heck, man? That's insane. I'll be honest, never would I think to see a whitetail buck following a mule deer buck in the alpine. That's a first for me. That's crazy. And then I got the sow with the 3 cubs below me, all different colors. Dude, I don't even have to see a shooter bear. Like, this is worth it. That was kind of cool. Just watched the 2 first cubs, the black one and then the darker chocolate cub, climb the tree there. It's amazing when you watch them, just like whoosh, they go straight up. And this other one just wants to hang out with mom. I just got a quick glimpse of a chocolate in the bottom of this little meadow here. And I don't see the cubs. It was weird because, like, based off of how much time I was able to watch that bear, I would have definitely thought I would see the cubs if that was in fact the sow. I'm gonna have to move. Oh, there's that bear. So weird. I just pulled up here. I saw this bear, kind of alone, and I was like, okay, well, it can't be. There's no way it's the sow. And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, it looks like the sow. But then I'm getting like closer to the glimpses of it, and I'm like, oh, that's like that's pretty nice. But then another bear came out behind it, and I was like, weird. So I'm watching this other bear, and I'm looking at it. Shit, it's just running out. Okay, confirmed. Sow in heat, bigger boar chasing the sow in heat, smaller boar following them. Bigger boar just chased out that smaller boar. I'm going around. I'm gonna try and drop in, and problem is that it's like they went back into the timber there. There's like, it's not much I can do. Oh, I can see the bear. Like, he's gonna come out to the opening. I gotta go. Definitely thought there was another boar there. When I first came over, I was like, oh, that's a young bear. And you know what sucks? Is it was the sow. And I didn't recognize it. I haven't had this before. Like, this is there's a lot going on here. And I didn't recognize it was the sow. And so I didn't get down right to it right away. And I should have tried to get down right on it, like right away. And then right in behind it comes the boar, and he's cruising. The thing is like, I don't know how I would have stopped him either with the bow. It's almost a rifle situation because he's so fixated on just cruising. Man, I thought thought he was gonna hang up on one of those trees and I was gonna get close enough to range and make a shot, but he heard me. Unfortunately, that sucks. I don't really know how else I could have done it other than seizing the opportunity earlier. They're all chocolate. It's crazy. There's like barely any black bears here. Like actual black colored bears. They're all chocolate colored bears. It's insane. Unfortunately, when I come back up, I know exactly what I could have done and been right on that bear. Like I would, like, no word to lie, just probably 10 yards. And now I'm starting to think that these, the whole boar chasing the sow is actually can be beneficial for you. Because if you see a sow and the boar's like that boar was trailing like 150 to 200 yards behind her, so you know, like you can cut it right in between there, but you got to be able to recognize, like I didn't know, right?